Hey, good morning guys. I'm the Tech Prepper. I'm trying out a new soda spot. I took the Jeep out to where I thought I could park and then have a pretty much a straight bearing to the summit. Turns out that the terrain here is a little bit rougher than I thought, so I'm parking about a half mile farther away than I had anticipated to start hiking, so not a big deal. But you just got to be flexible on these trips. So this is Whiskey 7 Alpha stroke Mike November 041. It's Elephant Mountain in New River, Arizona. I'm doing QRO today, so I'm doing more power. There's quite a bit more weight. I'm bringing the Yaesu FT891 and a larger BioWino 12 amp hour battery. I've been, up to this point, been using the FT818 and a small 4.5 amp hour battery. So I can feel the weight. But yeah, it's going to be a fun day. We're going to do HF and some 2 meters. All right, guys, so we're at our first waypoint. I didn't put any waypoints initially on the map outside of the summit and the parking spot and the entrance. But I've been following the contour lines and hit the first little mound. As I mentioned before, the contour lines are great to help you find out what the path of least resistance will be and how much elevation gain to expect. All right, guys, so let me know if you want me to do some mapping compass work in the future for the channel. I did shoot a bearing or take a bearing on my map that I printed out on AllTrails before I started. I'm on that summit that we just talked about, and the Elephant Mountain Peak is right there. And I just decided to shoot a quick bearing, and at the house I came in at 73 degrees north, and right now I'm shooting a bearing about 72 degrees north. So a degree does matter, but for these distances, especially where I can see line of sight, it is really good enough. Well, I had to shed some layers. Even though it's only in the 50s, I am warming up. So I took off the fleece, and I've reached the point where I'm almost at the parking spot that I had laid out on my map. And it's just over this hill. Got a little bit of bushwhacking, but not too bad. But this is one thing I love about the Sonoran Desert. Look at all of that saguaro. It's just absolutely breathtaking. I think I have about 1.8 miles, so this is actually quite a bit more of a trek than I had planned on. But you know what? 6 miles round trip for the day. I plan to have some buffer time to get on the radio. So if I need to cut that short, I will. But I think I'll get there within an hour and a half or so. All right, so we're still making some good progress. If you guys take a look at that ridge over there, that was Black Mesa. That was an activation I did, I think, a few weeks back. And according to my map, I'm right on track. Just to the center of the screen, I'm going to take that spine all the way up, and then there's another little ridge line to take us to the summit. So I've only gone about 1.25 miles on foot, and we're a little over an hour into the trek. So while I haven't had to bushwhack too much, there's a lot of volcanic rock out here, and it's just making it a little bit difficult to make some good time. All right, guys, well, there are no more game trails. Back to straight bushwhacking. It's just brush, rocks everywhere. I'm hoping to get to the top of this mound. The summit should be just behind it. I have slightly less than 1 mile. I think it's close to 0.95 miles. And we came in, if you take a look at Apache Peak, that peak on the right, and slope your way down, just on the other side of that hill where the houses are. So I think we've made about, on foot, 1.7 miles progress, and considerably more than that if you count the trip we did on the Jeep. So this is taking me a bit longer than I had expected. I think this QRO rig, while it's going to be fantastic to make a lot of contacts, it really is quite a bit of weight compared to the 818. And then, of course, the battery's 3 times the capacity and 3 times the weight. All right, guys, so I think I connected with what does not look like a trail, but somebody else thought was the trail. And it was the same path I decided to take. I got a couple of cairns here.
But if we take a step back here, this is what I'm going through. So really very little. The only plan here was just to have as little elevation and follow the widest contour lines. And I just want to say, I want to give a big shout out to Adam. I'm really bad with call signs, but I want to say it's K6 ARK. And he inspired me to go QRO today with the FT891 after I saw him lug up the IC 7300. So trying to do my best to bring more gear here, do more field testing. But yeah, it's a lot of fun, and kudos to you, Adam. You're truly an inspiration to the SOTA community. All right, guys, it is real bushwhacking. Got a cholla right there, and this is why I carry the multi-tool in my pouch. And it does not feel good. And I think I might have got a few more in the pack. All right, yep, got a whole bunch more in the pack. Fun stuff, huh, guys? Things I do for YouTube, but you guys are amazing. All right, guys, another hurdle. This trip is really trying my patience. It looks like I may have hit the boundary of the state game land, and there is barbed wire fencing all the way on the slope. And I've come all this way. Out in the distance where you see those houses, that's where I started. So hopefully I don't have to turn around. I think I found an approach. It's not ideal. So here's the fence line, and then I've got this field of buck cholla, prickly pear. So I may have to work my way down, and it looks like there's a little spot there where I may be able to throw one leg and the other leg over. All right, guys, I'm going to give this one last shot. I can't find a place to cross. It's too steep to go back down, and there's too much cactus along this barbed wire fence. So I've thrown my pack over, got my chest rig, and I'm going to try to crawl and squeeze my way under here without cutting myself too badly. All right, so I've never served in the military. You guys let me know, but I've got half my body through the barbed wire fence here. I've got some buck cholla right in front of me. All right, I'm going to give it one last go, and hopefully we can go ahead and finish the last, I don't know, 3/4 of a mile. Oh, I am officially on the other side of that barbed wire fence. Guys, there was only one other person that did Elephant Mountain, and I'm going to have to look up his call and see how the heck he got up here. I'm wondering if he did it from the east side. I did it from the west, and I looked at the maps, and I did not see that there would be a boundary like this this close to the summit. All right, guys, we're still on trekking. It's about 10:25 local time. I've been moving for about 3.5 hours. I'm actually only 2/5 of a mile away from the summit, so not going to have really any time to do much up there. So I'm going to time box it to 45 minutes to an hour. So probably won't be able to make as many contacts. I don't think it'll be my equipment. I think it's just my lack of time. All right, guys, I'm 3 hours and 15 minutes into the hike. It is approaching 10:45 local time, and the peak is right there. That's 1/5 of a mile. We did that activation the other day. That's Black Mesa, and I'm gonna see if I can find a trail down here. That area is Cave Creek. I may need to see if I can connect with anything and call my wife to pick me up, because this has been no picnic. All right, guys, well, it's never fun to fail. The peak is right there. It's 1/5 of a mile, but I've got all this rock, got a ton of exposure going down, and it's almost 11 o'clock in the morning, and it took me about almost 4 hours to get out here. It wasn't the easiest hike here, and I just don't want to get caught out here in the night. So what I want to do is just see if I can hop on the 2-meter frequency that we use for the local SOTA guys, and just give them a heads up what's going on. This is Kilo Tank. Oh. This is Kilo Tank. What's going on here? This is Kilo Tango 1, Romeo Uniform November. I was attempting a soda activation on Elephant Mountain. I am about 1/5 of a mile, but unfortunately, it's too late for me to make it the last rock scramble. Is anybody on the air?
November Juliet 7 Victor. Hey there, how you doing, Gaston?
W7RV. W7 Radio Victor.
Oh, hey there, Thomas. Unfortunately, I'm not able to activate the peak. I'm stuck on the ridge right now. I'm about 4 hours into my hike, and unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to do it. So I just want to give you guys the heads up. But it's good to make a contact with you. And then I think I heard Charlie as well, NJ7 Victor.
Yeah, thank you, Gaston. Yeah, I'm in here. It's unfortunate. Hopefully, you're okay there. And yeah, sometimes they don't work out, do they? But yeah, it's a long haul. I was hoping to work you up there, but so was Chris. I'm sure as well. He wanted to complete K7TAB. So I'll be safe, and I'll catch you, I guess, here tomorrow. NJ7V.
Yeah, no, that sounds good. I think what I'm going to do is try it from the east side through Cave Creek. Next side, I pretty much went over one full city, so I think starting on the west was a major problem. So apologies, guys. I even brought out my big HF gear today. I brought the Yaesu FT891 and the 12 amp hour Biowino, so I think also the weight kind of got to me.
KT1RUN, W7 Radio Victor. Gaston, I don't know if you came back to me. You have a repeater tone that comes on at the first part of your transmission, and so I may have missed something there. But anyway, I understand your situation, and thanks for the heads up. Happy New Year, W7RV.
All right, thanks a lot, Thomas and Charlie. This is KT1RUN, clear. Well, guys, I gave it my best, but came a little short. That's what's important, is getting out here, I guess. I've done 4 weekends in a row. I had 3 successful soda activations. This one is the first miss. I did reach out to the local guys on 2 meters to let them know. So it's unfortunate I let them down. A few people wanted this this summit, but it was a real brutal summit. So I'll give it another go. I learned a lot of things about this trail. Next time, I think I just need to start a bit earlier with the headlamp, and hopefully I can make it out. All right, guys, I'm the Tech Prepper. Be strong, be safe, and be prepared.